This video will be short. Basically, I will introduce how did I finish drag and drop in 2D Unity UI inventory. So let's go to the script. As you can see, there are two important files. First one is going to be UI drag handler, and the second one will be UI drop handler. The drag handler to apply on the items you want to drag, not the slots. The drop handlers is to apply on the slots you want to items to be dropped on. And if you search on Google, you can find a lot of tutorials on 2D inventory. I have to say 99% of them are wrong because they're way more complicated. For example, they use raycast 2D to detect if your item is hovering on something on slot or not. But we don't have to do that. One important thing is to have a canvas for every slot. So if you go to slot prefab, and you can see I added a canvas. Also, you can see item container is a draggable item. So we also added canvas to that item container and a graphic raycaster. This stuff is for Unity to know your mouse have interactions on your item container. So this basically solves the issue when you're rendering. This solves the issue when you drag around on different slots. You can render it on a canvas, so you don't have to worry about the sorting order. But to do this, there's another one thing you have to be careful, which is when you are trying to drag an item, you have to make the override sorting to true. What does this mean? This means when you turn this on, the items rendered on the canvas won't be even it's nested under the parent canvas. It doesn't care about the parent canvas. It just always rendered at the top of the canvas. And also you should remember to set it to false once you've done dragging. Otherwise, it will always at the highest priority of rendering, and it might cause your inventory look not right and doesn't respond to your mouse interactions. So here is the demo. You can easily drag and drop around, and if you drag outside of the inventory, you just return to the original position. I would say this is the most compact design for our inventory system. So let's review the whole system again. So these two are not important, just these two. When you click on these two items, you just create a new item in the inventory. And inventory is a canvas. It comes with an event system. this event system is important. So you need this stuff so you can implement these handlers in your code. Otherwise, it doesn't respond to you. And I have a game manager here. Game manager is to control, basically is used to control the whole game flow, but for now, it just for our components in the hierarchy to easier access to inventory. So I I don't want to pass around inventory in different components. That will make my code more complicated. So here, inventory has a inventory field here. It takes inventory prefab. So at the beginning, it creates a inventory. Also, this is a singleton. So um, in the whole game, you will only have one game manager. Okay, and let's look at inventory. This one is also important. Let me remove non-important stuff. I should make this capitalized. So data structure here is simple in inventory as well. So you'll have to assign a slot prefab so inventor can create slots and transform grid layout. This is a grid grid layout view. This the grid layout group. So I don't have to worry about how to sort and organize the stuff inside the layout group. One thing is you probably want to set a constraint to whatever you want, so it won't make the layout went weird when you change when you have different numbers of slots in your when you have different numbers of children in your grid layout group. And we have add item. This is to create a new item in our inventory. So at the beginning, we create this stuff, which is to create slots inside the grid layout. And in this add item function, we search for the first empty slots, so we can instantiate the item under the slot. If we find something, if we want to add something stackable, we will find if there's any stackable same item in our layout. If there is, we will increase the quantity number, and let me remove unimportant thing here. So this swap items function is when you drag existing item onto different item, or drag existing item to empty slot. So you basically swap between two child in the grid layout. You can see these are two slots and two item container. So we don't need this. So logic simple. You simply set the sibling index to the other index. For example, slot A set to B's index and slot B set to A's index. It will uh, it will just work to swap between two different slots. And what is this? If item container A is not null, basically the first one, the single dragging one, it shouldn't be null to execute the swap action swap function. For example, if I click on this stuff and drag to this, it doesn't swap. If I don't have this if close, it will swap this empty slot with this existing slot, which is not correct. Okay, that's basically the whole inventory system. Here you can see I have script objects. I only have one script object here. Defines an interface for our item. It can be reused. It's used in our inventory, and also it can be reused in our game world to create the items. So these two are the instance of scriptable objects. And I think that's it. We've introduced drag handler and drop handler and inventory, which is allow user to swap items or add items. And game manager is holding the inventory reference, so you can access to inventory file game manager. Right, that's it. Hope you like it.